Morning, fam. I just want to share a story with you. Years ago, I was in active addiction. This was in my 20s. And I would do anything that Spirit told me to do. So I left my hometown and I went to my spiritual mother's. And while there, I was downstairs watching Family Guy or something like that. I thought I was tripping. So when you're on drugs and God's dealing with is one thing, but when you're sober and God's dealing with it can still be just equally as trippy. So the first night, I kept seeing a circle. I kept seeing a circle. The second night, I seen a circle and then a square. The third night, I seen a circle again, a square, and then a diamond. I thought, God, Keisha, you're losing your mind. I'm praying, please, God, please, God, what's going on? The next night, it was a circle, a square, a diamond, and then a sunshine. There was one more night of this, and it was a circle, a square, a diamond, and the brightest sunshine I ever seen. Then I seen a toe. And I said, me being me, God, if that's you, that would toe wouldn't be so that foot wouldn't be so little. All of a sudden that foot went to one big toe. I said, oh my God, something's happening. Something's happening. That's God. Oh my God. And I'm laying here trying to get my life together, but still coming out of that. And during that, my spiritual mother one day, I walk upstairs and she says, Keisha, there's a prophetess coming, or a prophet coming to Georgia. Do you want to go? And I said, yes, but something was drawing me to it. So we get there and it's a woman pastor. And I never seen one in person. I just seen Joyce Meyer. And she gets up there and she says, some of y'all are circles. We're circles. So, and now you are squares. And a square no longer fits in a circle. And you are bright diamonds. You are God's diamonds. And she goes on and she said, and you have the spirit that is brighter than the brightest sun. That's all the signs that I've been seeing. And I'm like, what? And my auntie's looking at me like, and so this prophet gets up. He prophesies over just two people. I have a 7 on my shirt at that time. I've been having trouble with some 6s because I thought it was demonic when really God's number 6 is love. And God was trying to tell me through it all, but I didn't have understanding, so I took it the wrong way. He turns around and he says, you. And I'm like, he said, I love the number 7. 7 is the number of completion. You have overcome more in your young age than most people do in a lifetime. I was in my 20s at this time. And he said, you are like Ruth, Naomi, and Esther in the Bible. He said, you are going to help so many people, men or women, children, and young men come up out of the same place that you have healed from. And then he turns off and walks away. As I go to leave, by this time me and my auntie is crying. This man and this woman had no connection with me. None whatsoever. I had never seen them in my life. But they knew God had told them for me. And what I'm saying is, as I go to walk out, everybody lines up. Because we're leaving early. We're bawling. And they line up. And they're just looking at me like I'm something special. And they say, you're so blessed. You're so blessed. This was 20-something years ago. There's more to my story that's amazing. God's not just now dealing with me. He's been dealing with me profoundly. And if he'd done that for me back then, that I'm not confused that there are many who know exactly who I am. Because God told them for such a time as this, well, a prophetess will come into the world. For such a time as this, her name is Keisha in the flesh. And you will know her by this. He's doing it right now. He's moving like winds. Not only for me, but for others that are his people in rooms that we've never walked in. Putting our names, when they bring it, boom, and those that are connected to us to build what is his. So keep your faith, keep going, and you're not crazy. God's just wonderful and will blow your mind better than any drug. So have a good one, because then your mind won't really be blown and you'll still be healthy. Have a good one. God bless you. Don't judge a book by its cover. Okay? Peace, love, and light. Go by their energy. But don't judge